Good morning. I'm coming to you this morning practically just out of bed because I have something really urgent that I want to report to you about. And that is what I consider a very serious glitch with eBay's system. I mean, there is a ghost in the machine, you guys. There is something really wrong. And if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know that I have had a recurring issue with some of my listings. And it has been, I guess I would describe it as losing the shipping on the items. I had blamed it on user error. I honestly thought that it was a mistake on my own part, but I did question that because I know that I had been extremely cautious about it, especially after it had happened a few times. And we were going in and changing some of the listings that we had listed as free and making them into calculated shipping. And so I thought, well, maybe I thought that I had switched it to calculated shipping, but I actually still left the free shipping on. But it was happening over and over and over again. And I thought, how could I be making this many mistakes? So I did question maybe there was something going on within eBay, but I just kept thinking, I sometimes work past my point. When I get tired, maybe it was just an error that I was making. Then something else happened, and I heard two other YouTube resellers state that they had sold things with free shipping when they thought that they had calculated shipping turned on. And I thought, well, that's a little bit alarming. Maybe I'm not the only one. Maybe it is a problem with eBay. But I did go into eBay and literally scrolled through all of my listings and thought that I had double checked everything. Then the other day I sold something again with free shipping and I thought, well, that's really weird. I thought I had caught everything. So I still thought it was user error on my part. Then yesterday, something happened that really freaked us out. We were listing items, and let me briefly describe how we do listings in our household. I usually draft up the items on the computer, and then my husband Kevin takes pictures, and he takes all of the pictures that he took and he uploads those on the phone. And then he'll put the item back into draft. I'll double check it on the computer that it looks okay, and then I'll set it to go live. Well, while he was adding pictures, something really weird and scary was happening on his end. And he said, oh my gosh, do not list anything. Something crazy is going on with the pricing. And actually that brings me to something else, because another thing that we have been consistently having issues with for a really, really long time that we've just kind of been dealing with is that I just copy a draft every time I list. We always list from a place. We start with a listing draft in our drafts. It's kind of a weird way to do it, but it's just always the way we've done it, and it's the easiest way for us. But one thing that we've been having an issue with is when we are listing items, I know I changed the price to the price I want. Like our listing draft is set to a price of $99.99. It used to be $9.99, but either way, we have a regular price that our draft is set at. And I'll go in and I'll change the price to a different price, and eBay would default it back somewhere along the line of doing my listing. And so I'd have to go in and double and triple check that multiple times to make sure that it hadn't defaulted back to my listing draft default. So if I had a pair of, let's say $24.99 jeans, I would notice that I had changed them to $24.99, and I knew for a fact that I had changed them. I had remembered typing in the numbers, but I would notice that when I saved the draft or when I went back and looked at something else, that it had changed it back to $9.99 or $99.99, depending on which draft we were working in. So that has been a recurrent issue, that it kind of had a mind of its own with the pricing. But we had just kind of found some little workarounds to make sure that we didn't have issues with that. And it had not been a problem for us once the item was listed, once it was listed with the correct price. But yesterday, when Kevin was putting the photos in the listing on his iPhone, he actually saw the price change literally before his eyes. He said it was like glitching out before his eyes. And we noticed that one of the items that we listed that I had double checked the price on, it was a lot of pants that I had listed at $79.99. It had defaulted it to $13.50, which is not a price I would have ever typed in. We always end all of our prices with 99 cents. So we went in and ended that listing and looked at all of the other drafts he had added photos to, and it had changed them all to like crazy weird prices that we would never put. Like one pair of pants was listed at $6 even. One pair of pants was listed at $9.99. One pair of pants was listed at like $13.50. I mean, they were all over the place and it was bizarre. There did seem to be some correlation to the recommended price. Like it was not the recommended price, but it was just under it. But I couldn't figure out that it was exactly that even, because sometimes it was above the recommended price. It was bizarre. I don't know where those prices were coming from, but they were not our prices, and they were very, very, very far off from our prices. I mean, $79.99 and then they listed it at $13.50. That would have been horrible. This morning we woke up to an item that sold that was a multi-quantity item that we've sold many times before, that had definitely had calculated shipping on it. It sold today with free shipping. How that happened is beyond me, because I know we had calculated shipping on it and I know we've sold it with calculated shipping before. So how it sold with free shipping today is a new one. We have not gone in and edited that or made any changes to it. So how that defaulted to free shipping is beyond me. So I then happened to see that there was a post on one of the Facebook groups that I'm a member of where someone said, "Help, I sold a pair of shoes that I had priced at $101. Answered a question from a buyer, and then they went in and purchased them and they sold for $24. And many people in the comments said that they had been experiencing similar pricing issues of their items changing prices or losing the shipping that they had put in there and it defaulting to free shipping. And that this was a common glitch in the last few days, I guess, or weeks with eBay. So I don't know what's going on, but be very careful when you're listing items. Double, triple check both the pricing, the shipping, and who knows what else. I was like, we have got to capture this weird glitch actually on camera. And so we did a test with just a random draft. We drafted up just a fake listing and went in to add photos to it, and it actually glitched out, and we caught that on camera. So I want to show that to you guys right here because it's terrifying. So we're going to go in to the listing. You'll see that Kevin's going to scroll down and show you guys that this item is listed for a good till canceled at $19.99. He's going to scroll back up and add just some random photos that we had in his phone. And then when he scrolls back down, it actually like glitches out for a second. It shows you that it's a 7-day auction, I think. And then it switches back to good till canceled. And at that point, the price is different, maybe. I think it switches it to $9.99. Something crazy. But whatever it is, it's insane. And we're like, what is going on? Be on the lookout for this issue. Very, very scary. I don't know what we're going to do. We definitely are going to bring this to eBay's attention. I'm probably going to bring it to their attention through eBay for Business on Facebook because I have this video to prove it. I don't know how I'm going to prove the shipping thing. That is much harder to prove. But you know, if we continue to have problems with our listings or continue to sell items with free shipping or with much lower prices, we may have to just put our store on vacation hold. I mean, this is a real, real big issue, and definitely be on the lookout for it in your stores. So I just wanted to get that reported out to you guys as quickly as possible. I hope I've explained everything well. Let me know if you are having similar issues. comment below with what's going on for you guys or how you recommend that we report this to eBay, because this is a major, major issue. All right, well, thanks so much for tuning in, and I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed before, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are giving away our Nina's Jewels t-shirts on all of our What Sold videos, so definitely check those out and stay tuned for more, and we'll check you guys on the flip side.